Hey, it's me. It is Monday at 11:03, and the taxi driver is going to be here between 11 and 12. I told him between 11 and 12 was good, and he's going to send me a message via WhatsApp when he's on his way. And I am headed to the mall to get myself some shoes. And if you've been watching my videos, then you know where I got this dress. You know where I got this dress? Put it in the comments. And the first response to tell me where I got this dress, I'll send you something nice. Okay? All right. So let's get out and about. It's a Sally Beauty Supply here. Sally Beauty. I stand out as someone who's obviously not from around here, and there was a lot of security walking around the mall and people just looking at me because I clearly am not from there. So I didn't want to call attention to myself by holding up my camera. So what I did was I held it in my hand by my side as I walked. Every store had a sanitization station at the front door, and so did all entrances to the mall. I just got back from the mall. And see, this is why I don't go outside. I don't go outside because outside costs money. I dare you, go outside and get back home without spending any money. Unless you're just gonna go for a walk and come right back home, you're gonna spend some money. Let me tell you what happened. I asked the host of the Airbnb for contact information for a taxi driver. She gave me the name of someone that her neighbor, I guess my temporary neighbor who I haven't met, recommended. I messaged him on Friday, I believe it was, and my hair, I look like an Oompa Loompa. I messaged him via WhatsApp because that's what a lot of people use here, and explained where I'm staying and who I got his name from, and I wanted to go a few places this week if he was available, and he sent me back a thumbs up and nothing else, and I was like, that's kind of rude. Like, I sent you all this background information. Like, you could have said, okay, nice to meet you, thank you, I'm available, I'm not available, whatever, F you, whatever it is, but he just sent me a thumbs up emoji. All right. So then on Sunday, I messaged him and told him that I wanted to go to the mall today. And he said, okay. I told him 11 or 12 would be good. And so he told me that he would come and pick me up between 11 and 12 and that he would message me when he was on his way. It's okay, cool. So I got up this morning. I made sure I was ready by 11 a.m. And he called me through WhatsApp when he was here already. So I came out, and he was surprised that I was ready. I was like, oh yeah. At first he didn't talk much, and then when he realized that I could speak Spanish and I could understand him, then he talked up a storm. He explained things along the way. He told me, this is that beach, you should go over here to this museum, you should do this and that and the other thing. When he dropped me off, he said it was 70 pesos, which is $3.50. It has been so hard for me to get small bills here because when you go to the ATM, you get 500 pesos, which is $25, I believe. Yeah, I think it's $25, which is like, in the US, most ATMs only give you $20 bills. So it's the same kind of thing, but a lot of places can't break a 500. You know, you go and you buy things and it's like 7 pesos and they don't want to break 500. You know, like it's annoying. So I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do? I use my credit card wherever I can. I don't want to use up all my pesos because there are certain places that I need them if they don't take credit cards. So if a place takes credit cards, that's what I use. So I had 500 pesos and he was like 70 pesos, which is 70 pesos, and he couldn't break a 500. And so he told me, he said, okay, why don't you just pay me when I pick you up? Okay, that's cool. You know, I can break it in the mall and then have your money for you. And I assumed it would be 70 pesos back, and I would give him 200 pesos total, which is $10. You know, he would get a tip of $3 or 20%. I think I'm doing the math right. He told me to just message him when I was ready to leave and then give him about 15 minutes and he would be there to pick me up. Did it once around the mall. Well, I did twice around the mall, I think. And I was trying to be inconspicuous because it looks shady. You will case in the place in the mall with your camera out. And I was trying not to be weird. I just put my camera on wide view and held it as I walked and turned off the front screen that I'm looking at right here, so that people couldn't look and see that it was on. On Google Maps last night, I saw a Skechers and a Nike store right near the mall. Well, it was farther than I expected, so I walked for a while and I have video of that too. And I was like, it's hot out here. I am like pouring sweat. This is disgusting, and I'll just buy some shoes in the mall. Before I went back to the mall, I did see that place where I got those good tacos, Los Tarascos. I gotta go back there. That was good. I didn't know what to do when I walked into the mall. There's a machine there and the security guard wasn't saying anything. He was just gesturing, and I was like, okay, que quiere? And so I'm like, he kept doing this, and I'm like, are you cussing me out? Like, what's happening? Oh, come on. Oh, see that key? Oh, okay. Then I realized, oh, that thing is taking your temperature. So you put your wrist up in front of this machine and it takes your temperature, and then it says if your temperature is normal or not. And by this time I'm like, I'm hot, I'm hungry, I hadn't eaten anything yet. And I'm like, well, let me get my shoes and then go find something to eat. So that's what I did. I went into a shoe store. The guy came over and I told him I was looking for shoes and asked him, do you have shoes in size? And then I realized, wait a minute, I don't know Mexican sizing. He saw me struggling because I was in my head going, I don't even know how to ask for shoes in here. And he told me I speak a little English. He spoke very well, actually. I told him what I was looking for, and he went and looked for my size because I'm bigger than everybody here. So he brought me one shoe. I don't know why he didn't bring me 2 of them. I guess so I wouldn't run out the door or something. But he brought me one shoe. And I walked around in and I was like, okay, I think I can make this work. I think this works. And it's in a neutral color. Wait till you see it. So he goes and gets me the other shoe. And I said, wait a minute, how much are these shoes? They were on sale, 40% off. So I think the starting price was 2,000 pesos, not dollars. And he said, so about 1,200 pesos. And I was, okay, so about $60. And he said, yeah, about $60. They were $58. They are, wait, I got to tell you the rest of the story. So, and then I'll show you the stuff I bought. Oh, I forgot a part. This is ADHD storytelling right here. While I was out walking around, I saw a drugstore and I'm like, oh, I need a few things out of there. I have not been putting on lotion and I really haven't needed it. My hands get a little ashy because I wash them constantly. But my feet are like, I look like I've been kicking flour, like the soles of my feet. I need a pumice stone and a jackhammer and some other stuff. Like they are, I'm not going to show you my foot. I ain't even going to embarrass myself like that. So I'm looking at my ashy foot right now. The soles. I decided, you know what, I need to get some Vaseline and then just put it on my feet at night and sleep with socks on, and that'll get rid of all this ash. I saw a drugstore. I'm like, let me go in there. So I also filmed a little bit in there. Again, I was trying to not, I was trying to keep it on the QT. I got some Vaseline. I got some baby powder because my feet are happier when I wear orthotics, but I stopped wearing them here in my sneakers that I can't wear no more. And I want to be able to wear them in my new sneakers without squeaking, because it's like squeak every step. I ain't going out like that. I bought some Lysol wipes. I bought something else. I don't remember what, but we'll see whatever it is together.
Paracetamol, por favor. Paracetamol de 500 o de 750.
Oh, 500. Aquí. Oh.
Esta es 15 pesos.
Ok, sí, sí, está bien.
¿Algo más?
¿Pago aquí o allá?
Allá, sí.
Oh, ok. Gracias.
Sí.
Went back to the mall. So at the mall, I bought my shoes, and then I went to the food court on the second floor to see what they had up there. And the first thing that I saw was this restaurant. It was called Grandparents' House. I really wanted some water. So I asked for some sparkling water. And then I ordered 3 steak tacos with onions. Look, when I tell you those tacos did not need any salsa, I've never eaten tacos without some kind of salsa. All I did was squeeze that little lime they had on the side. I squoze that on top of the tacos, and that was some good eating. And it's the perfect amount, because when I got them, I was like, these tacos are little, but it was perfect. Like it's enough food without being stuffed afterwards. I keep hearing noises. So, hang on, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I had to grab my neck knife real fast and go over there and see what was happening. The shower was dripping. It just started dripping water all of a sudden. So I turned the faucets off tighter. It took a long time for my food to come. It felt like forever. I know part of that was because I was hungry, but it really did take a long time. And I was seated near the bathroom, which I did not love. After I ate, I asked for churros. I have never heard of lechera. I didn't know what that was. And whenever lechera was mentioned in the menu, it had a picture of coffee. So I know leche means milk, and I'm like, oh, it must be like café con leche, coffee with milk. You could get churros with lechera or churros with chocolate, which is chocolate. And I told him I wanted churros with lechera. Well, apparently lechera is like some kind of sweetened condensed milk, caramel type deal. And so when he brought me my 3 churros and this little dish of white stuff, I was like, okay, I don't know what this is, but this ain't what I thought I was gonna get. So I asked him for café con leche frío. Then when he walked away, I realized, oh shoot, I should have asked for decaf. It's like 2 p.m. I normally drink decaf anyway. This might not end well. He brought this little tin pitcher of coffee, and so he's pouring it into a glass, and very slowly, and I'm like, oh, why don't he just put this stuff down on the table? Then I realized, oh, he's waiting for me to tell him to stop. And he tells me that it's going to be really strong. And I'm like, oh, Lord. So then he pours in all the cold milk. Then I happily eat my churros and drink my very strong café con leche. And then I ask for la cuenta. All of that cost me $10.50. And then I gave him a 20% tip on top of that. I went to the ATM. They gave me more 500s. And I knew I needed to break some of the 500s. So I went to this little like candy store type deal in the mall. And I got myself a big bottle of water and a little can of Pringles, 30 pesos. And I showed her the 500 and she said she couldn't break it. she asked me if I had anything smaller. I actually did have smaller bills, but I needed them for the cab ride back. Like I couldn't end up in the same situation and not be able to pay this man. So I asked her if she took credit card. She said yes. And she couldn't get the credit card machine to work. So then she said yes, she could break the 500. So she did. I messaged the taxi driver who drove me this morning. I told him that I was ready to go and to just let me know how much time. And he didn't respond. Like I waited a half hour because I'm like, okay, if he's got people in his car, I know I wouldn't want him driving and texting at the same time. I didn't have to be back here in a hurry. So I'm like, let me give this man a chance to do what he needs to do and you know, get back to me. So, but after half an hour, I responded with, okay, I have to take another taxi, but I did get change and I have your money. Please let me know how to pay you. And so I went outside. I saw another taxi driver. You know, they're looking for people who look like they're either lost or tourists or something. He asked me if I was looking for a taxi. I told him yes and told him where I was going, and he said, okay, I'll take you. So I got in the car and I asked him, ¿Cuánto cuesta? Which is, how much is it? And he told me, he said 10. I was like, 10 what? So 10 pesos is 50 cents, which is too little, and 10 US dollars is too much, considering that the ride there was $3.50. And I said, 10 US dollars, as in 200 pesos, as in 200 pesos? And he said, yeah. I said, when I came here, it cost me 70. And I was like, okay, I think this man probably gonna pull over and be like, okay, well, you can walk, you know, but he didn't. He said, okay. So he drove, we talked, and he was nice. But here's the thing, like certain places you go, they are really concerned about you being married, whether you're married or not. Do you have a husband? And like, I don't like to answer questions like that. First of all, I don't know you. It ain't none of your business. But you know, you can't get smart when you're in somebody's car. It's not a good practice. And culturally, I get it. That's you know, that's, some cultures are really preoccupied with that sort of thing. He asked me if my husband was here. That was the first thing he asked me. And I told him, no, but I have a friend here. Oh, he said, but you're not married. And I said, no. And then even though I wear this ring on this finger, the ring that I bought the other day, I wear it on this finger because that's where it fits best. I told him no. Oh, qué bonita. And then all of a sudden, oh, you're beautiful. Oh, you're so pretty. Thank you. You can't even see half my face because I got a mask on, but thank you. It's annoying when that happens. Why are you asking me all these personal questions? I ain't ask you none of that stuff. Then he asked me how old I was, and I told him, you're not supposed to ask women how old they are. Like, why? What difference does it make? I'm never going to see you again, ever in life. We make lighthearted conversation after that. And then we pull up here, and then I say, ¿Cuánto? You know, just making sure we agreed on, there's no miscommunication, right? We agreed on 70, and he said 70. So I gave him 100, and he was looking for change, and I said, no, just keep the rest, because had I Ubered somewhere, like in some countries, they have Uber. They just don't have it here, and Uber would have charged me more than I paid him. So I'm like, here, keep the tip. I don't mind tipping, but like, don't be trying to screw me over. Just before I got out of the car, I got a message back from the original taxi driver who picked me up this morning. And he just said, 70 pesos, 70 pesos. And I said, I know how much I owe you. I have your money. Please tell me how and where, like how to get it to you. Like, I can't go nowhere. So when you in this area, let me know and I'll bring you your money. And I told him I was in another cab and I was close to where I'm staying. So I got up here, my phone rang again, and it was him, and he was apologizing, and he said he's sorry he didn't respond when I was in the mall. He didn't hear the notification tone. I said, oh, there's no problem at all. I got here fine. I just want you to know that I'm not trying to run out on your money. You know, like, you can get your money. I didn't see you. You didn't respond. I couldn't pay you. So, you know. So I haven't heard from him again yet. At some point, I'm sure I will. I think I'm going to contact him again, not tomorrow, but the next day, if I can get a ticket to the museum. here. Originally, when I looked at the website, they were closed, but they're open now. I looked again last night. I'm like, oh, I can buy a ticket. I'm going to try to go to that and take you with me. That's what I did today. Okay, now let's get to the part I know everybody's waiting for. Hang on. That one time that I went down the hill to the Circle K, I bought this little bag. Nobody gives you bags here. And they don't give you straws either. You pay for bags here. I mean, like LA, they don't give you free bags in LA anymore. So, and it's, you know, some places don't give you straws unless you ask for them. But anyway, all right. These are the chips that I bought. Here, wait, how do I do this? I'm trying to get some light. Here, I know. Let's turn it around this way. I is smart. Those are the chips that I bought. Crema y cebolla. Sour cream and onion. All right. And the water that I bought is in the freezer, chilling. This is the baby powder that I bought to hopefully, see here are my orthotics down here. Here are my orthotics right here. It's 2 of them. Periodically, they just start squeaking. Talcum powder is supposed to work. Clorox wipes, because I've used up just about all of my Lysol wipes that I brought with me. Vaseline. Vaseline. And paracetamol, which is Tylenol. All right. And the shoes, darling. So as you can see, let me put all this stuff back in this bag. As you can see, they are Pumas on here. Talk about sticker shock. Look at that. I put on the left shoe and it felt fine. Let's hope the other shoe feels fine. But the left foot is my problem foot. My big toe has arthritis in that foot. Yes, honey, you can't tell me nothing. I'm out here in my silver shoes. Look. Look. Here, let me get close. These are the old ones. They struggling. They not gonna leave Mexico. This is their final resting place. But these right here, they feel good. Okay, they feel good. They fit. Yo, dude hit a home run on the first try. I am so happy with these shoes. They're nice and cushioned. They let me know how bad those old shoes were. They have outlived their usefulness. They are falling apart. Like the logos are coming off. It's just, yeah. The last tour that I took, they were like, okay, yeah, we tired. So I'm gonna let them rest. R.I.P. shoes. Okay, so there they are. Nice thick soles like I like. They feel supportive. I need support in my shoes. Plus, I'm gonna put these in there too. So, she happy, y'all. I meant to bring some food back here. Dogs coming from. I've been hearing all kind of stuff. Fireworks, everything. I meant to bring some food back here, but like I ate and then I was like, ooh, I'm fat and happy now. And I didn't even think about it. I have enough food here for 2 good hot meals here. But I also have like cereal, I got fruit and stuff like that. So that should carry me through tomorrow. And then if I go out the next day, then I'll work it out. I ain't gonna sit up in here and starve, you can believe that. Thank you for coming with me today on my outing. And we're gonna have many more, okay? All right, I will see you soon. And hopefully, I know I'm hyper. Hopefully this coffee will wear off by the time it's time for me to go to bed. It does this to me. I get all wound up. Just wound up. All right, see you later. Bye. I want y'all to hear how these shoes sound without baby powder in. I'm hoping the baby powder works. Listen. But hold on, let me turn this AC off so you can hear better. Hold on. Go off. Go off. Okay, it's off. Ain't nobody trying to be out in the streets like this. That's not cute. And what if I want to sneak up on somebody? I never do it in these shoes. So I'm gonna put the baby powder in, and hopefully this will go away. All right.